Let me bring you to this, back to this convention, because part of the grouse that some had was, they said, because we had Professor Jerry Garner before,
yes.
we also heard him after, that was yesterday.
Yes.
So maybe you could tell it, because what is it that has been agreed? Some of them said the party cannot zone the position of the presidency to the north, and then still zone the position of the chairman of the party to the north.
Yes.
What is it that has been agreed?
Now, you see, in this political thing, a lot of suspicion. You have a where people don't even, anything, if you take a decision, somebody somewhere will say, hey, wait a minute, why are they taking that decision? Don't you think they took that decision because of this and this and that? Suspicion all over the places. Suspicion.
Isn't that what politicians do?
No, it's not true. You see, you must look at the people who are behind that kind of decision. Take, for example, and I ask people, I'm a governor of River State. I need this party to survive. I have nowhere to go to. I have nowhere to go to.
You mean you cannot...
I can't leave PDP. Since 1999, I've benefited from this party. I don't say one thing here today, tomorrow I say one. No, it's not true. I will be within PDP to see if there are problems within the party, let those problems be solved within the party. I'm not going to leave the party because they took decisions I think are not, good to me. No, it's not a personal thing. It is the general interest. Now, we felt, I was one of those who canvassed that, look, the PDP chairman should come to the south. Since we have agreed that the presidency will go to the north. But again, superior argument reasons prevail on me that, listen, yes, you are right. But look, how do we galvanize and mobilize the north? We have the governors in the south. We have the governors in the southeast. How many governors do we have in the entire north? Of the 3 zones in the north, we have only 2 now. Gombe and Taraba. We are talking about 19 states of the north. In essence, the 17 states are porous. So you must give them something that will let it be a mobilizing factor. A mobilizing factor to say, look, PDP still needs the north. PDP is still relevant in the north. So that argument for us was a good argument.
Why didn't they buy it?
No, that's the point I'm making. Some of them are saying, no, this kind of argument does not sound well to us. We think there's something, going on. I don't think you really want to zone the presidency to us. Now, to assuage that now, it's okay. To let you know that we are not just talking because we are talking for talking's sake. We are being factual, we are being realistic that the presidency is going to the north. What we now do, let's allow the chairman to be there. By mid-2018, when we have not selected the presidential candidate that now will come from the north, then the chairmanship reverts to the south. That was agreeable. So, in this game is give and take. Try to put the cards on the table and say, listen, you don't have any fear. This is the truth of the matter.
Is that an existing agreement now before you go into the convention?
Of course. There are so many things which I will not let the cat out of the bag yet, but so many things will come up at the national convention. But what we are saying is that everybody is happy. Everybody knows that, yes, I think we are fair, we are transparent, we are open. So those fears have been allayed. Look, there's nothing like that. You don't have to fear because it does not exist. But communication also is very, very important. You see, when you do not communicate to the people, that itself is a problem. But having now sat down with them and discussed with them frankly, they now saw reasons that, look, it is not as we thought. So we're happy. We want to be part to it. We must build this party. And that was what had led to everybody agreeing that one thing first, the National Convention must hold. So many people were disappointed. Those who were at the background, that PDP will be destroyed. That is the end of PDP as far as this country is concerned. But today, you've seen it, that the party is even coming together. People are interested coming together.
In rebuilding the PDP, finance is obviously very important, and you have one of that as the committee in this convention. How are you mobilizing your members to see that they all come together and pool resources and make the PDP financially strong?
Now, part of what was it, that's why we say, look, there's no need of allowing the party to be in the hands of money bags. Throw back this party to the people. If I want to belong to the party, I must make some sacrifice. There must be commitment, right? So, the various ward levels, you must be able to pay your dues as a PDP member. Take, for example, if the due to be paid in a year is, say, 1,000 naira, for example, as a committed PDP member, no matter how hungry you may say, but you really believe in PDP, are you telling me that you cannot pay 1,000 naira in a year, for example? So throw it back to the people. Let us mobilize the resources from there. Not to depend on Mr. Z, not to depend on Mr. Y. But when you do that, people have a sense of belonging. So everything is not money. Now let me tell you why it's not money. If it was money, strictly speaking, I'm not saying that money is not important. I'm not saying so. There are also some committed members of the party on their own who say, listen, I love this party. I believe in this party. I hereby make this contribution. But not to say one person will be the sole financier of the party, or you're hoping on one person or two persons to be the sole financier of the party. That is dangerous. So there's no one particular person today you will say this is the sole financier of the party. So as I was saying that money is not everything. If money was that important, I mean, it's the only determinant of winning the election. One, how the run in this state wouldn't have won. Wouldn't have won. It was impossible. Now let me tell you, because we saw what the ruling party did. Now, but what was important was that our people were committed to say, look, it doesn't matter. We will not allow this to happen. And that was why we won. If that commitment is not there, if you like bring 2 trillion, it cannot change anything. People will even take that money and do whatever they want to do. So commitment first.
Let's talk about the youth of your party. So many of them were not too happy with the party then. And if we're talking about any beneficiary, you just told us that since 1999 you've been a member. You were quite young then, younger than you are now at the moment. And some still say they weren't given opportunity to really partake in running the affairs of the party. You also recall then we had someone who was way in his 60s as the head of the youth of your party. The new PDP you're rebuilding, wasn't it for the youth?
You see, the mere fact that there was a mistake in one of the periods does not mean there has been such mistake. It's not correct. You see, that's why I tell people, the youth have always participated at the level they should participate in all arms of our party, from the ward down to the local government, down to the state. You have youth leaders. Now, yes, there was a time in a national office that somebody at his age ought not to be, but unfortunately the person was, but that has been corrected. That's why the present youth leader is a very young boy from Niger State. So that also tells you that we are not losing focus, that the youth must play a role. Yes, that mistake was made, and that has been corrected. Like I said, you don't have a perfect system that the way you want things to be done. No, you don't have a perfect system. We are trying to see how we can get to that level where things must be done correctly. One major thing I cannot tell you today that we will not allow, we will not support, even the national leadership of the party, is impunity, is imposition of candidates. That has cost us a lot, and I can tell you we will not allow that. You see, but that does not also mean that you don't have a right to choose. But like I tell people, you are saying that this candidate is bad. I have no qualms about that, I have no problems with that. But can I have an alternative? But no way you're saying this candidate is bad. I don't have an alternative.
Are you implying that in the new PDP, any man can vie for any position?
Certainly, yes. That's what
has money or not.
That is why we're encouraging it. It may be difficult, but you have to start something. You must start from somewhere. Don't lose hope that because it didn't happen yesterday, therefore it will not happen today. We believe And the governors have insisted that, yes, most people have said before that part of the problems of this party is from the governors. To some, yes. To some, no. For all the present governors, our take, even within us, we would disagree, but at the end of the day, we agree. We have said, look, what will make us to come back to regain power? First of all, we must not allow imposition. We must not allow this impunity. I've always told the acting national chairman that, hey, the day I see imposition, the day we see impunity, then we will not give the support. We won't give the support. And anybody who knows me know that if I say I'm not going to do that, nothing will make me to do it. So we must assure, which is what we are doing now, Nigerians, that we want to do things different, which we are doing. What I don't like in a party, if you have a grievance, there are ways you must go about the grievance of the party, your grievances. Grievances must not only be shown on television, on pages of newspaper. You have to resolve the problem within. No, you don't come outside and begin to talk about your problem. I have always not allowed that kind of system. Call me, call him, call this person, let's sit down. We think what you're doing is not the right thing. Why are we saying it's not the right thing? See this, see this, see this. We're all human beings. Yes, we may have our ego, we may have our pride, but at that point, the person will say, yes, I think you are right. But the moment you go out from the system to criticize, his ego comes in, the pride comes in. So to hell with you, I will not allow that. Because that will mean that, oh, because you came out to shout at me, that's what I'm doing. No. Let's resolve our problem internally. As an opposition party, it is very, very key. You don't destroy yourself outside and think it is easy for you to come back to build.